Hello guys, this is Reese from Bommarito St. Peter's Volkswagen in St. Louis. Today I'm bringing you a 2024 Volkswagen Atlas SEL 4Motion Turbo. This particular one is opal white pearl effect on the exterior with Titan black leather on the interior. It features keyless entry on all four doors, LED headlights, LED turn signals and reverse lights, and new LED stacked headlights, LED light bar across the top of the grille right beneath the hood, an illuminated Volkswagen logo on the front right there, right above the license plate bracket, and air intakes on both sides here. Silver roof rails, silver window sills, heated and power mirrors, 20-inch machined black and silver alloy wheels, a 5,000-pound tow hitch on the back here with a 7-pin adapter included right down there, easy open hatch, dual faux exhaust tips at the base back here, right below the reflector there, and also an illuminated light bar on the back here with an illuminated logo in the center. It says SEL off to the left and 4Motion off to the right there. Very nice car. This has a number of upgrades from 2023. The nice bold line down the side comes out of the taillights over the wheel arches, under the door handles, into the wheel arch, and into the headlights there. Let's take a look at the upgraded interior. Before we climb in, here's a look at the door inset here. Wood grain right here, kind of a walnut finish right there around the door surrounds there. The door lock and door handle here, I should say. Leatherette over here for the padding on the door inset, and then perforated leatherette down here, split by a contrast stitch here. And then on the arm pad, more leatherette there with a contrast stitch. There's now bottoms to the door handles here. Silver tips on the window switches, your power mirrors right there, also heated mirrors. The heated mirror setup is on when you turn on the rear defrost. Now down here, here's your lift gate button right there. Just lift up. That opens that rear hatch. So you can do contactless pickup from the driver's seat here, and you can lift up and hold, and that will also close that hatch. The catch is you have to make sure you lift up and hold until it shuts. Down here, you have memory seats, 3-seat memory, power lumbar, forward, back, up and down is handled here, seat back adjust here. A stainless steel scuff plate right here. Here's a look at those leather seats. Contrast stitch in a double band right here. Goes up the bolster and behind the shoulders right here. It's all black on this one here. Leatherette headrest here with a double contrast stitch there as well. And a button right here to manually adjust those headrests. The armrest right here in the middle is also outfitted in leatherette with a double contrast stitch right there. There's a look at your captain's chairs in the second row, manually adjusted headrest there, and in the third row as well. This is a 6-seater option here with the captain's chairs. As we go ahead and climb in, here's a look at the digital cockpit right here. There's several different screens that you can use here by hitting the view button here. So this is probably one of the main ones here, and then you hit the view button right here, and that changes with navigation. Also with adaptive cruise control or your assist systems right there on that one. You do also have this one here and one more here. That one's date and time. Oh, and I went backwards. So I went through those a little too fast. But this last one here with date and time on it, you can actually arrow down and change between dynamic road sign display, speed, driving data right there, or navigation in behind. Very nice. Now you also notice the wood grain continues across around the double stacked headlights, vents here that mimic the headlights. And then you have that wood grain going behind the infotainment screen across to the other side over there. I'm going to open the sunshade here to get a little more light in here. 12-inch infotainment screen right here. And the large instrument cluster right here, the digital cluster right there. That's Volkswagen's digital cockpit. Now you do have paddle shifters on both sides of the steering wheel here. It's a leather wrap flat bottom steering wheel with a splash of piano black here and flat silver spokes on the steering wheel. Volume controls over on the left, song skip and preset skip on the right. You also have adaptive cruise control button right here and then travel assist button down here. On the tip of the stalk, that is a button that brings up lane assist. So you can actually arrow down using this over here. This is like a mouse, left, right, up and down and OK. So I can hit OK right there and select that. I can also hit this button over here to turn on adaptive cruise control. So I can choose between adaptive cruise control or regular cruise control there. Also side assist, rear traffic alert, and front assist. And I can also close out of that by hitting close here or OK, and then or pushing the button over here on this side. The steering wheel is very nice here, nice and comfortable. The heated steering wheel icons right there, so you have that as well. This big guy right here, this is new for 2024. You also have subfolders on these little tiles. So there's your oil level right there, the tire pressures right there, individual measuring, and then the auto start stop button is right there. By hitting the home button here, I can go back to this main menu. Hitting the home button again brings me back to this split screen right here. I do also get gesture control where I can wave my hand in front of the screen there and go between screens there. I can also go up or down. Whoops, go down like that. Bring down the drop down menu. These are quick buttons here. I can also change between bright and dark on the screen here. If I choose, I'm going to leave it on bright, and then I can swipe up and that goes away. App Connect allows me to do Apple CarPlay or Android Auto wirelessly on this car. Before we get to that though, I'm going to show you the rear view camera here. And this shifter down here, new shifter for 2024. This is the same one that comes in the GTI and Golf R. So it's shift by wire, so it opens up the bottom down here. So you have extra storage down there as well. So you can see that right there. You'll also see a key icon down there. That's where you touch your key when a key fob battery dies, where you're still able to start your car with a dead battery and a key fob. But back to the shifter here. It handles reverse, neutral, drive, and sport. By putting my foot on the brake and pushing up, it chimes like an Audi. There's the little reverse logo right there, or emblem, or whatever you want to call it, icon. And then you also have your backup camera over here. You have trajectory steering on this side and wheel swing or trajectory steering and an animation over here. As I turn the wheel left, it shows my wheel swing in this animation over here, and it also shows my trajectory over here. Same thing if I go the opposite way here. The wheel swing, it shows the wheels are going to swing out, the fender's going to swing out this way. So it kind of helps you steer through or navigate things. You also have the red line that signifies where the bumper is, where hatch, door, what have you there. And then also the green button signifies straight back. To put it in park, just push the park button right there. It takes it out of that mode right there. And then the start stop button is right here. The e-brake is right here. I just lift up on that guy to activate, and my foot on the brake and push down to release. Cup holder right here is a stadium seat style cup holder here. So this one's a little taller or higher than this one, so your lids aren't the same level and fighting for supremacy on the way home from the drive-thru. Your key fob right here, nice and chunky right here. It has a VW logo on the back. And there's your remote start up there, your trunk release in the middle, and then you also have unlock and lock right here, panic alarm on the side. It's more piano black as well. And you have storage right here, and of course down below. And also in the armrest here, you can get a small to medium sized person there. There's a USB-C in there. Up here where your phone sits, and the wireless charger over here on the left. You also have two more USB-Cs right here. They're also backlit so you can see them at night. There's storage over here. There's not wireless charging on this side, just right here. And you just push on that door to close. Up on the side here, there's an additional USB-C connection right there for an add-on dash cam there. They have an auto-dimming mirror here. It is not the home link mirror. That is in so many of the videos I've made. I believe there's probably a short supply of those, which is why they're not putting them in. But you do have the ability to add that. Down here again, wireless charging over here, storage over here on this side. You'll notice these 4 buttons right here and the hazard button right there. Your assist systems, you can also hit that button and bring them up here. It's just much more convenient to bring them up over here on the tip of the turn signal stalk, and just touch the 3 lines there and you can bring stuff up right here. So dynamic road sign display, lane change or side assist, lane assist, and the X takes you out of that. Your parking menu, it'll bring up, let's see here, park distance sensors, front and rear. That's what you get there. And then this animation on the side here, it also brings up this backup camera right here as long as you're stationary. And then X out of that there. Over here on modes, you have your drive modes. You have Eco, Comfort, Sport, Custom, Off-Road, and Snow. Now, the thing I will give you a tip on, and it goes away if you don't use it. So Eco is going to override the auto start stop. Sport, Custom, Off-Road, and Snow. And they all show up here. And speaking of snow, I'm going to go back to comfort here. You do have a head-up display there. You can see it kind of there. It looks like it's going to flicker on video, but it's showing you the speed, speedometer, or the dynamic road sign display as a speed limit sign, and then also your adaptive cruise control setup over here. It's a little pyramid-looking thing right there. Now, in the event of snow, This is going to be impossible to see during a snowstorm or driving on snow. So there's actually a setting in the radio here, our infotainment system, where you can change the head-up display to snow mode, and it turns it blue, so it's easy to see during snow. Very nice. Also, AM/FM satellite radio. Pardon me, I yawned there. Sorry, guys. You can adjust speaker setup right here or center it. You can move it away from someone that's sleeping in the back. You do have sliders down here on the bottom sill right here. They're not backlit, so that is kind of a thing that Volkswagen is going to address sooner or later. But you do have temperature gauges over here too, or temperature buttons here. Blue being cooler, red being warmer. The volume control slider here. I have this set up in my Golf R, and I'm not bothered by it because I use this volume control over here. And mine's actually capacitive touch, but I use it over on the steering wheel rather than here. And then temperature, I can actually touch right there and hit plus or minus on these here, and I don't need the heated seats on. They're just on by default in this car. Let's see here. Someone had them on and they stayed on. Classic climate control right there, so I can adjust fan speed. I can also adjust rear temperature here, turn off the rear AC or rear climate control, and also lock it out. I do also have air care, which is my air filtration system, and that blue line there is going to expand to show progress on filtering the air in the car. It will scrub out nasty, stinky air from the outside before it circulates, before it circulates in the car. Also, you have smart climate. Smart climate is pretty cool. Hello, Volkswagen. My feet are hot.
Cooling your feet in the front.
All right, that's pretty cool. She said cooling your feet in the front. Now, if I decide I want to turn that off, I can actually hit right here and turn that back off. Go back to classic climate here and adjust my fan speed. The rear, I can take that and adjust the fan speed as well, and go back to the front and adjust fan speed up here as well. Pretty cool. Now the storage bin up here is gone. It's now a speaker up front here. Over here in the glove box, you do get your manuals right here and the tire warranties right there as well. The leatherette continues across. The perforated leatherette also continues across. They both continue across right here underneath the gloss black below the infotainment screen, and they tie into the door nicely. And if you look closely there, you can see a little hint of red leaking through right there. You do have ambient lighting in this car, so it actually is backlit red right now, and this is also backlit. You can't see it right now during the day, but at night it will say Atlas. It'll shine through the wood grain right there. The wood grain goes into the door and also into the back doors as well, as you can see that right there. The passenger seat on this side, no loop down below because it's not a manual seat, it's a power seat. Over here on this side, up, down, forward, and back is handled right there, and then back here, seat back adjust. There's your bottle and cup storage in the door there. Same with the driver's side over here. Up above, everything's capacitive touch now. Your dome lights are capacitive touch. Just tap to turn on, tap to turn off. Your slider for the sunshade is off to the right, and the slider for the sunroof is off to the left. That pane of glass stacks on top of that one back there. It's tinted glass. You also have a pop-up windscreen right there. So that's going to let a lot of light in right there. There's a look at that storage arm again right there. Let's take a look at the back seat. All right, I should say the middle row seat. This one comes in at $51,506. Extras on this one include $395 for the Opal white pearl paint, $695 for dual captain's chairs, $346 for monster mats, $275 for a third-year prepaid maintenance, $1350 for destination, brings you to $51,506. As you open this one up, the door inset back here also has wood grain on it. Leatherette right here, perforated leatherette below, again separated by a contrast stitch. Then you have leatherette on the arm pad with another contrast stitch there, storage cubby here, and then also bottle cup storage down here. Bottom to the door handle back here as well. And then you have the silver, the flat silver finish and the door panel right here, the door handle and the door speaker there. As we look at the seats here, these are the captain chair seats. Fold down armrest in the middle right here on each of the seats. And then there's a little bar right here, a button here you push to adjust where the seat locks at. Or you can push it up out of the way. Both seats are leather, both seats are heated. Car seat hookups there, and also here contrast stitching on the edge of the bolsters here and up the side here. And then this is a handle here to fold the seat flat or also recline it. If you want to access the third row like a traditional bench seat would be, you just lift up on that guy, the bottom drops out, seat pitches forward and coasts forward. You don't have to remove a car seat to get into the third row. There's a look at your third row seats. Those headrests flick up with a flick of a wrist there. Seats sit nice and far off the ground, so your knees are not in your chest as an adult. You can get adults in this third row. And then the seat just locks back. There's a bar underneath to slide it forward and back. There's a climb in here. Lots of leg room here. I'm wearing kind of boring socks today. There's a look at the pockets on both sides here for storage. Your vents back here for your rear passengers, and heated seats for both passengers in the rear. You start on high, then medium, then low, then off. Same with over here. And fan speeds also controlled right here. And you also have louver vent control right there. There's a look at the front. Instrument cluster right there. I'm going to shut this door here so you can see that there. Nice solid thunk on the doors. There's a look at the panoramic sunroof, the stacked glass there. Very nice. As I said, lots of leg room here, and I have room to move this seat forward and back to accommodate people in the third row. Sunshade built right here into the door. That is standard on the SE Tech and above trims for both rear doors. There's a look at the wheels right there. And right between the T and the L is the switch to open the rear hatch. Here's a look through from the back to the front. Pure 6-seater setup right there. Infotainment screen right there. I did not mention that center console right there. You do also get 2 more USB-Cs on the left side there and a 3-prong plug-in there. Back here in the back, you have C-pillar vents on either side for passengers in the third row seat. And then you do also get 2 more USB-Cs right there. You can see those. So a total of 8 USB-Cs in this car. A 12-volt charger port right here. Seatbelt clip on either side. And a bag hook right here. You also have a recessed LED trunk light over here. And also over here on this side. Cargo blocks right here. Monster mats. Also the cargo protection. Carpet right there, and then underneath the floor there's your spare tire. You remove this guy, pull the pin and unscrew that cap there and pull out the floor. The spare tire's underneath. Jack apparatus is off to the side. I'm trying to do this with one hand, guys. There you go. And there's your button for the power lift gate. This car will come with a 4-year 50,000 mile bumper to bumper warranty on it from Volkswagen. That's 4 years 50,000 miles and include 3 years of included maintenance on this car. Also, if you buy from me in Bommarito St. Peter's, we're going to give you an additional 3 years of included maintenance. So you're going to get a total of 6 years of free maintenance on this car. Your 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60,000 mile oil changes are all covered. Now those extra 3 years are a local deal only. You'll have to come to my dealership to get those honored. So if you're in the St. Louis area, that's not a problem. Also, if you buy from me at Bommarito St. Peter's, we're going to give you an additional 10-year, 200,000 mile nationwide engine and powertrain warranty free of charge. 10 years, 200,000 miles nationwide, free of charge. Again, if you're interested in this car, give me a call. 636-290-4257, 636-290-4257. I'm on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Reese Sells Cars. Thanks a lot, guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, have a great day.